Jesse Cole is the founder of the Savannah Bananas, and they're a baseball team. They're entertainment and a baseball team. You've probably seen a lot of the highlights there. They're dressed in their banana yellow uniforms, and they put on a show. They were just in D.C. They had 50,000 fans who came out to see them where the Nationals play. Hey, the Nationals finally sold out a game. It's with the
Okay, come on now.
Savannah Bananas. And Jesse Cole, the founder of the Savannah Bananas, joining us on the program. How much is baseball and how much is entertainment with your team?
I would say it's 100% banana ball. So I wouldn't even, compare it necessarily to baseball. Developing the new rules, the new experience, the new entertainment, the new speed of the game, plus everything. It's a different game. And yes, we've been unbelievably inspired by baseball, but it's a fast, entertaining, exciting game that we're trying to make a little bit different than baseball.
If I go to one of your games, what do you guarantee?
You're going to see something you've never seen before on a baseball field.
Like?
Center fielder doing a backflip catch, a guy coming up to bat with a bat on fire, a pitcher on stilts, infielders doing, catching a ball between their legs, then dribbling it back and then throwing to the first baseman who then catches it between their legs, then them celebrating at home with a huge production dance number.
But are you going after entertainer first, then athlete, baseball player?
Well, all of our players have to play at a high level. So, we have numerous guys that have been in minor league baseball, professional baseball, from first round draft picks to, high prospects that have been a part of organizations. So they have to be able to play the game, but they also have to be able to entertain. And so every day these guys are working on trick plays. Every day these guys are working on new dances, new celebrations, just to keep the fan base engaged.
So more likely to hire a choreographer or a hitting coach?
Both. And we have both. We have a dance instructor, choreographer. We have a live band. Every day we're doing new dances they've never done before as well. And then we have obviously some baseball coaches that are, again, teaching banana ball. We're teaching pitchers how to throw a pitch every 3 to 4 seconds, how to strike out a guy in 9 seconds. We're teaching the game in a very different way. And so there are baseball guys that have learned to evolve to banana ball.
Okay, but take me back to when it first started.
Back 8 years ago, when we started the Savannah Bananas, my wife and I had this big dream to make baseball fun. And we came there and we started telling everyone our vision, inspired by P.T. Barnum, Walt Disney. And people looked at us like we were crazy. I mean, Dad, we only sold a handful of tickets in our first few months. And by January 2016, we overdrafted our account. We were out of money. We had to sell our house, empty out our savings account. We were sleeping on an airbed. And it was because no one had seen it. They hadn't experienced it. And so once we got enough people to come out of the first game and see, there are no ticket fees, no convenient fees, no service fees, all-inclusive food, everything that we believe in fans first, they started telling everyone. And since that first year, we've sold out every single game, and the wait list just passed over 2.7 million for tickets.
Is there a Harlem Globetrotters feel?
We get compared to that, and at first, definitely honored. I've studied them as much as, the Grateful Dead and Saturday Night Live and WWE and Cirque du Soleil. But with Harlem Globetrotters, they fundamentally changed the game of basketball in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. As Wilt Chamberlain played for them before he played for the Lakers. The Globetrotters beat the Lakers. They were playing competitive basketball at the highest level. And then it turned into, let's do this all of a show and let's replicate that. And they did a great job. Every game is competitive for us. You never know who's going to win. And we're building something what we believe is the sport of banana ball as much as the bananas as the lead brand. So inspired by them, love what they did for basketball. We hope we can bring more fun to the game of baseball.
What's the one thing you do, the one rule that you have that you wish Major League Baseball would adopt?
I think everyone will say if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out because, just last week at the Nationals Park, we had 3 fans catch foul balls in big situations. And we even had a 15-year-old kid catch a foul ball to win a game, which is unbelievable. But, you think about the 2-hour time limit, and you think about if you win an inning, you get a point. So every inning is a walk-off situation. I mean, walk-off home runs in the 5th inning. It's exciting. No stepping out of the box, no walks, no bunting, no mound visits. So everything is tried to make the game faster. And, we played a game on ESPN the other day, an hour and 29 minutes, 9 innings. So I think everyone wants the fan caught foul ball, but I think there's other ones that could probably go into the game a little easier.
How do you get resumes? Or I'm guessing maybe players send videos as opposed to a resume.
Yeah, you got that right. It's auditions, so it's audition tapes. So very similar, again, Saturday Night Live and probably Circus Soleil. We get audition videos, and so yeah, I mean, at first when no one wanted to buy tickets, no one wanted to play for a team called the Bananas. I think we've heard from maybe 4 or 5 thousand players, and a lot of guys in minor league ball, and they send videos of them juggling or videos of them dancing or what tap dancing or whatever they can while throwing the ball 92 miles an hour. And I'm like, all right, that looks good. Let's see what we got.
He's Jesse Cole, the Savannah Bananas owner, co-founder of Fans First Entertainment. When you start to look at putting on nights, different nights with the Bananas, you've had good and bad. Give me some of the good that you've done, and then a couple of the bad nights that you were trying to present.
Well, the bad's easier. Every night is a show, and we do 10 to 15 things every night we've never done in front of a live crowd. So I could go into, the living piñata, to the pregnant women dance off, to flatulence fun night, to salute to underwear night. We do things every single night that might not go well.
Wait. How does flatulence fun night?
That was very simple. We gave out whoopee cushions, had a bean burrito eating contest, had a farting contest on the field. That was way back in the day. That was even before the Bananas, my first team. So, you try things, Dan. That's part of what we do.
Do you bounce this off your wife and you say, "Hey, hon, I got it"? Flatulence night.
Yes, and she usually looks at me like I'm crazy, and I'm used to that. But no, we have idea sessions every single day where we said, "Hey, what are the craziest things we can do tonight that we've never done before?" And that keeps it fun for our players and fun for our fans.
And
but
pregnant women night too, dancing.
What's that?
Pregnant dancing women.
Yeah, to push it by Salt and Pepper. So we had them dancing to push it by Salt and Pepper, which was great. Or we had the Cougar race where we had women in their late 40s and they had to race around first, have a drink with the players, run around second, run around third, pick up the players, put them on their backs, and run them, take them home. That was a fun one we did at Houston, our major league stadium, for the first time. But Menopops, I mean, I could keep going. We did Pass the Bill in DC, where we actually had our teams passing people named Bill all the way down the lines. And it's a lot of creativity. A lot of things don't work, but our fans expect the ridiculousness, which is pretty cool to see.
Okay. In all seriousness, if you can sit down with Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred and he asked for advice how to make Major League Baseball more fun, what would you tell him?
Encourage all the celebrating for the players. Break down the barriers between the players and the fans. You go back to when it was a game back in the 1950s and 60s, and you see the fans interacting with the players in different levels. You see the players having more fun, and I think the celebrating. In some levels of baseball, they discourage all of that. Kids want to see something that is fun. You think about football and the touchdown celebrations. I know when we play the game, Dan, we're told, act like you've done it before. But that's not what creates fans. Creates fans seeing these guys that are at the highest level, celebrating and really enjoying it. I think they're getting better at the speed of the game. But just encourage guys after a home run, after a big strikeout, to celebrate in fun ways. Use props, use dances, use all that. We try to celebrate things larger than life, and to see the fans and their response to it has been really, really special.
When I first saw you guys, I couldn't help but think what Bill Veeck would be thinking about this. And I'm sure he would have been smiling, saying, it's about being a showman. It's about having fun. It's a game. And there shouldn't be this line of demarcation between a player and a fan. The line should blur.
Bill Veeck, a tremendous inspiration for me. I've read all his books. I've studied from him. I've got to know his son, Mike Veeck. And I love his quote, "I try not to break the rules. I merely test their elasticity." And that's what he did. Yeah. He went to the edge on everything. He would sit with the fans. He once gave a fan 12 live lobsters during a game just to see what he would do with them. It was all about a reaction. And he was unfortunately so far ahead of his time that the other owners and baseball, gave him a lot of challenges. I admire him, Walt Disney, P.T. Barnum. I hope that we would be making him proud with what we're doing to bring joy to the game and also get so many more kids to play the game and want to be a part of it. I think that's part of what we're trying to do.
Vasectomy night? Have you had that? Reverse vasectomy night?
That was, I think his son Mike Veeck did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, the ideas, again, so many great ideas in the industry. We're just trying to look at the sport and try to keep that going, because as we've gone into more stats and more analytics and more competitiveness, now we're fortunate that we have so many major leaguers joining us, from Roger Clemens playing with us and Jake Peavy and all these guys joining us. And they say, they get to just go out and have fun. And it was so competitive. It was so diehard. You had to compete. Now, they want that. And that's why we played as a kid. So, I hope between all that study and analytics and details that, we can just remember that it was a game and it was developed for kids and keep doing that every day.
What's the website in case people are curious about seeing a game or if you guys are on the road?
We're very Savannah Bananas. You can savannahbananas.com. You can find us. And Banana Ball is really, we have our second team, the Party Animals, that now they have more followers than every Major League Baseball team on TikTok. It's crazy. They're our second team. And then the Firefighters, our third team. So we're really building the game of Banana Ball all over the country. And that's really where you can find everything.
Congrats, Jess. Good to talk to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Jesse Cole, founder of Savannah Bananas. I thought it was something different, introduce you to something maybe you weren't aware of. And if you were aware, just how much fun they're having.